Subscribe? Nah. Wait, who are you?
That don't matter right now. Matter right now. Why you ain't hit subscribe?
I'm not ready to make that type of commitment yet.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. So I guess you ready to make a commitment to death, right?
No, I think
Right?
I'm ready to make this commitment to subscribe. I did it. You were right. It wasn't that hard.
Right? It never is. All you do, you watch the content, you enjoy the video, you subscribe to the channel. Especially if you're getting like at least 3 of the videos, watch them consistently.
It's not that hard.
It's not that hard at all. We black, bro. We gotta stick together.
You right, brothers. We gotta stick together.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. Nah, you fucked up now. Yo, welcome back to another episode of Captain K's Den.
All right, Kaylin. I know you always wonder why I do that, but you know the people come to see it. Think, Kaylin. Think.
Oh, okay. Just because you're getting younger, you think you.
Welcome back, guys.
What's going on, everybody? You already know what the deal is. We're here to talk about superhero stuff as usual. Today's episode, we're going to talk about Invincible and what we thought of it and how Manny has become an Invincible expert.
Yeah, overnight it seems.
Yeah, pretty much. So, I watched season 1. He watched season 1. That's as far as I got. Then he read the whole comic book series.
Yep,
That
all
went from,
144 issues plus the spinoff of Guardians of the Globe,
Yep.
Adam, Eve, and Rex, and also the crossovers with Fire Breather and all that. Like I'm my brain is like coming out the back of my spine. It's ridiculous.
Invincible expert over here. But that being said, we're just gonna talk about what we thought of the show real quick and tell you if we liked it, if we didn't like it. Spoiler alert, we liked it.
We did
a lot.
a whole lot. Like, oh man, gets me emotional.
And honestly, after what he told me happens in the comics, it got me more excited. We're not gonna spoil that here because obviously the guys, everyone here who's watching our review, watched the show, wants to watch season 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Theatrics surprises us.
Well, surprises.
Him.
So, but yeah, it all sounds really cool, and we're just gonna kind of go over it. So, the first episode, the way it ends.
Oh, man.
That's the hook. That's the hook.
That's the bait, and I took it.
Pretty much same.
Like,
Same.
just, I was
Like,
hooked.
I was definitely gonna take it out because of the contents of it. When our superhero show was, check it out.
Superhero show, kids pretty much Superman, except weaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then, like, the body parts started flying, and the characters start saying, F this, F that, and you're like, what is going on?
Yeah.
It's like it's like Titans if it was Young Justice R-rated.
Yeah. I
So
can see that. Yep.
yeah, so it's like everything I wanted from comic book heroes.
Mm-hmm. Everything you kind of want to see. This is all stuff that like happens in comics normally. Like comics are usually kind of graphic, kind of gory.
Yeah.
But then they always like trim it down for like
Yeah,
the
they
shows.
trim the fat off for the show, like make it kid friendly.
But this one they were like, no, bump it up.
Pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
Yeah. They're like, kid friendly, right? Them kids, man.
Right. Everyone loves the boys. We'll just do the boys, but
Animated.
So thought it was amazing. Let's see. So like, Manny raised a good point when we were talking about it before we started the podcast today, and he said it was kind of like what I thought of Mandalorian. We never did a review on Mandalorian, but I watched it. I liked it, but it was kind of weird because like I felt like episodes 4 through 7 didn't progress the plot any further. Like the episode literally start with him flying through space. Then by the end of the episode, he's flying through space.
Back in space.
So I'm just like, there's no progression here, but there was at the same time. It's more like world building and character establishments that they were doing.
Yeah, and this is all of season 1.
Yeah.
That he's covering.
And it felt like the same for this, where it was just like, Okay, so episode 1, we see this crazy thing happen, and obviously everyone in the world wants to know why he did it.
Yeah,
Everyone that
like-
watches the episode is like, all right, I
like-
have to watch this show to see why this man just murdered their whole world's Justice League. Got to
It's,
see why he did
it's
it.
literally like Lex was right. Lex
Right.
Luthor was right.
So it's like, all right, I want to see why he did it. You do not find out until the very last episode. And it's like, so I really have to watch this whole season. I mean, really, you could just skip, you could have waited, whatever. But you get the point. Like, they make you watch the whole season. Like, they do not give you the reason as to why he did it all the way to the end of the season.
And like the whole time you're learning more about Mark, more about
Yep.
his limitations,
Yep.
more about their world.
Yep,
and
all their characters, the relationships with their characters, everything.
everything. And then like also at the end of the season, we not only get the answer to what we were looking for, they get another building ground. Like they open up the play box. It's like,
Yep.
welcome
Then
to the
you see-
sandbox.
Right, now you want to see everything else. Now you want to see what happens to the twins.
Smaller twins.
Then you want to see what happens to the Marvel twins. Then you want to see what happens to the Luke Cage guy.
Yep.
I forgot his name.
Something Stone.
Yeah. You want to see what happens with him. Then you
Yeah.
want to see what happens with the new Justice League.
Oh
And
man.
you end up wanting to see, obviously, what happens with Mark, because you want to see what happens with his dad. Like,
Yes.
you're left wanting more.
And then it also ends off with we can clearly, they never focus straight up on it, but we can clearly see they're trying to bring back the Immortal,
Who
has it out for Mark's dad, like blood driven insanity for Mark's dad.
Yep. So all in all, I'd say they did a fantastic job hooking us in and then giving us a nice, amount of content, because obviously we still want to see all the other stuff too.
Right.
But okay, so one thing we're gonna talk about here today. We're gonna talk about this woman Amber, because Amber has been such a hot topic for everybody. Because either you're siding with Amber or you're siding with Mark, and whichever one you side with,
You're extremely left or right.
yeah, you're like against the other one. You're like, well, I think Amber's right, so F Mark. Mark's the bad guy, and then it's the other round. It's like, well, I'm with Mark, so F Amber.
Amber.
She's crazy. I'm gonna let you know right now, that girl is toxic. I don't care what y'all say, she is toxic. Now, I'm not mad at her
No.
for being mad at him
Nope.
for lying about the secret identity.
Not at all. Like,
I mean, I could be, probably should be, but I respect it. I mean, hey, if I were dating a girl who had superpowers and she chose to keep it from me, I might feel some kind of way that she kept it from me this whole
yeah,
time.
because you feel like, well, we were trying to, this relationship we're building.
Right, this
I
wasn't no
want-
quick fling. This
yeah.
wasn't a summer thing,
Yeah,
like
I thought we were doing it for the long haul. And you
Right.
don't even trust me enough to let me know who you are.
right, clearly I'm down. It's not like it was just like, oh, let's just test this out for 2 weeks to see where we go. Like, no,
No, yeah.
I gave you a shot. I technically pursued you. I beat up a guy for you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so it's like, clearly, I'm here to stay.
Yeah.
So you don't want to, be real with me after 5 or 6 months?
Yes. So time does travel quite fast in these, and that's why like a lot of time is shown moving forward, but each episode is an hour long. A lot of time is happening. Like a lot of things are happening in a short amount of time, but it
Yep.
feels right.
Yep.
Now their relationship is steadily getting more toxic
Yeah.
throughout every episode. Like for
Like this season takes place over the course of 6 months. So over the course of 6 months, it's like about 5 or 6 months of him blowing her off,
Yep.
showing up late.
Yep.
Is this and that?
Yep. Or completely all out just canceling on it.
Yep.
With no real explanation, like except a thing came up, someone got hurt, or I was in a car accident.
So I don't mind about her being upset about the lying thing.
Right.
No. What set me off, where I'm just like, oh, you toxic, is when she scolds this man after he just got done getting his ass beat. Like, he just got his ass whooped. The only reason he got out of that alive is because the dude committed suicide. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the scene at the university or whatever.
Yeah.
Where he disappears.
Yeah.
Because he
Oh,
comes
just
back as
leaves-
invincible.
Yeah, just leaves her abandoned.
Right, he disappears, fights the dude dude kills himself. He comes back and she's like, "Where were you? You abandoned us. No, we're done. I'm like, damn, she ripped into him. I mean, it does look like he kind of left, and I'm just like,
he's like, no, I went to go get help.
Right.
And he was the help.
And she was like, I'm not having none of it. No, we're done. I'm like, I mean, I respect your decision. She's like, oh yeah, no, I knew you was invincible.
What?
Hold on, whoa. So you tore him a new one, claiming he left. But you knew that was him flying in, saving his best friend, saving y'all, and getting his ass whooped in front of y'all.
Yeah.
Trying to save y'all.
Where he literally, he almost died protecting
he was
y'all.
definitely losing that fight. And she knew this. She knew it was him. But she still, no, I don't care what y'all got to say. I don't want to hear none of it. I don't want to hear none of it. Like that's toxic behavior. You cannot sit up here and tell me that ain't toxic.
Yeah, I mean, no, yeah.
Like,
Mark might not have been like the best at explaining things or having an excuse, but yeah, no.
Like I said,
yeah.
totally okay with her being mad about him not telling her sooner.
Yeah.
That's fine, but don't get pissed at the man because he abandoned you guys
wasn't
when he
there.
literally came to save the day.
Yeah.
That set me off so much. I'm like, you know, I was for Amber because she's voiced by the one and only. Great. We know who she voiced by. You know, I ain't gotta say. You already know. But anyway, so love her voice actress. So I wanted to like her character, but it's a no.
It's a no for me, dog.
It is a no.
Yeah, I mean, like, even from like a relationship standpoint, he might not have had excuses. He might not have went about like changing and hiding his identity the best of ways. Honestly, they were both toxic. Cause like he never, at no point, even when he was gone for weeks, when he went to bars and brought a rock or whatever, couldn't call her, didn't tell her why he couldn't call her. Even all that, I mean, he could have came up with something better. He could have had a better leeway. He could have had friends. He could have thought of something to keep her engaged, or broke it off early.
Yep.
Because he couldn't commit to her as much as he wanted to. He couldn't.
And I didn't understand that either throughout the whole season. I was just like, clearly Adam Eve is the best pick for you. Like, I really don't get why. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I guess I get it. You know, Mark like chocolate. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong
with that at all. But I'm just saying, in this circumstance, like, either you tell her after, I don't know,
the fourth time canceling her?
Something, like, if you tell her, or you be like, all right, I ain't comfortable telling her, but Adam Eve, you know what I'm saying? Like, she already know who I am. She know how the superhero life is.
Yeah, obviously we've got some hidden feelings because we look each other in the eye. The rest of the world go quiet, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Right. So I was confused why he didn't go Adam Eve in the first place, but
Man.
I was partially confused. Like I said,
Yeah.
It's Zazzy.
You know.
It's hard to deny that. It's hard to just be like, well, I'm gonna go for this superhero girl. You got basically Zazzy in animated form right there.
Yeah.
I probably would have said no to Adam Eve too.
Yeah.
Probably would have took all the toxicity.
And then like when she gave him the second chance or the third, fourth chance, whatever. I mean, like those were his opportunities. As a good guy, he could have either been like, I appreciate that, and we can't do this because I can't tell you what's going on, or I'm a superhero. I've been fighting crime since day one. The reason I leave is because people's lives are important. Yep. I'm going to go save them. Yep. I love you, but I got to save lives.
On top of that, what type of person she is, he definitely should have told her sooner because
she
works at like a soup kitchen, I think.
Yeah,
like
she is all about helping the
people honestly,
in need.
She would have understood it. Like once he got that far and learned that about her, how much of a good person she was, you know, she knew from the beginning because she did save him.
Yeah, but
still, he should have known what a good person she was. He should have known that he could trust her, but
he just
he's a young, dumb teenager, so.
Yeah, first girlfriend too.
Yeah.
Can't forget that.
Yep. That's the person who has read the whole series. What do you say? It's only up from here.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, we got so much more in store for us. So much more deliciously animated graphic violence that pushes the story in a well-written way. And then there's gonna be things that everyone's gonna be upset about. There are gonna be things that is gonna happen that make you be like, wow, I can't see how he's gonna fix this. And it's gonna keep us hooked. That is my vision of the future.
Okay. Last thing we gotta talk about the train scene.
Oh my god.
Woo!
Oh my god. So like
Does that happen in the comics?
something like that, not the train scene. That train scene was like purely written for the show.
Okay.
Just so Omni-Man can push the envelope like, son,
Right.
we gotta do this.
Right.
I mean, like, they destroy the city, they fight or whatever, but that train scene was like
Man.
for the show. And it was for the show, so
I think that's like one of the coolest parts about it, because while this is based off of a comic, there are some original scenes, and those are like the most iconic scenes.
Yeah.
Like also, I don't know if you guys, just so you guys can know, people who don't know, when he fights the Guardians, that entire scene is not in the comic
yeah,
at all.
that is all non-canon.
Yeah, in the comic, he still does kill them, all of them, but he does it without them knowing. So
Yeah.
like they're just standing around like, who called us here? Then it's
Literally,
Dead.
lights out, heads off, bodies exploded.
dead. That's
Literally,
it.
no explanation. The only person who gets a glimpse of it is the Immortal, and it's not because he's like, I can take you, I'm on even ground. It's just like, I never liked like, oh my god, the Immortal's
So,
down. Like,
the two most iconic scenes from this season are not even the comics, and it's a lot more to come. So you already
Yeah,
know
you already
the next
know.
couple seasons are going to be amazing.
keep an eye on Battle Beast.
Eat his words.
Battle Beast.
Battle Beast. I don't even know what he's talking about. Battle Beast. But anyway, that'd be it for today's video, guys. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you enjoyed Invincible Season 1. If you have not checked it out, we highly advise you to go watch it. It is a very
Hop on
enjoyable
that.
show. Unless you don't like gore. If you don't like gore,
Oh yeah, maybe skip this one. But
Yeah,
if
maybe
you
skip
do
this
like
one.
an interesting story and you somehow can handle gore, this is
Yeah.
for you. But if you like gore and an interesting, this is the show for you.
and don't let your kids watch it, please.
No,
bad
please.
parenting.
That is done. I mean, unless you got some. Nope, don't even do that.
I mean, who are we? You know, let your kids watch whatever they want. But we're just saying, we probably wouldn't let our kids watch it.
Yeah, I mean, unless we built your nights ourselves, I don't think I can show my kids that to at least 12.
Right? Anyway, thanks for watching today's video, guys. Don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share the video, tell your friends, and all that good stuff. And go get you some Easy Game Spinners, easygame.com.
Come on, think people. Think.
We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
Peace.